Hello everyone. I'm so glad you're here with me today because we're about to dive into a conversation that's often swept under the rug, but is absolutely essential for your future well-being. It's Suze Orman, and today we're tackling a topic many avoid: protecting your money and assets when a marriage or partnership ends. I know, it's not the most romantic subject, but it's one of the most important conversations you can have, whether you're just starting out in a relationship or have been together for decades. When you fall in love, the last thing you want to consider is the possibility of it ending. We all want to believe in happily ever after, and for many that's the dream. But life is unpredictable, and sometimes things don't go as planned. But this isn't about negativity, it's about being smart and secure. It's about making sure that no matter what happens, you're not left vulnerable or unprepared. It's about having the courage to face reality and make decisions that protect your future self. Your financial security is your foundation. It's what allows you to build the life you want, to support your loved ones, and to weather any storm that comes your way. Without it, everything else can feel shaky. It gives you freedom and peace of mind. When you know your finances are protected, you can focus on living your life, pursuing your dreams, and enjoying your relationships without that nagging worry in the back of your mind. When relationships end, emotions run high, and it's easy to make poor financial decisions that can affect you for life. In those moments, you might feel overwhelmed, confused, or even betrayed. That's when mistakes happen, mistakes that can take years to recover from. That's why we need to talk about this now, so you're prepared. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make choices that protect you and your loved ones, no matter what the future holds. Protecting your assets isn't about mistrust, it's about acknowledging that life is unpredictable. People and circumstances change, relationships end, and that's okay. What matters is how you prepare for those changes and how you ensure that you're not left picking up the pieces alone. This is reality for millions. Every day, people around the world face the challenge of starting over, often with less than they deserve because they didn't take steps to protect themselves in advance. Taking steps to protect yourself is like having insurance. You hope you never need it, but you'll be glad it's there if you do. It's a safety net, a way to ensure that you can land on your feet, no matter what life throws your way. This information is for everyone, single, dating, engaged, or married. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey. It's never too early or too late to start thinking about your financial future. It's about empowerment and taking control of your financial destiny. When you understand your options and your rights, you can make decisions from a place of strength, not fear. We'll walk through the laws in the UK, USA, Canada, and Australia. Each country has its own rules and protections, and knowing the differences can make all the difference when it comes to safeguarding your assets. We'll cover practical steps and answer the tough questions. From prenuptial agreements to joint accounts, from property rights to retirement savings. We'll break it all down so you can take action with confidence. By the end, you'll feel stronger and more in control. You'll have the tools and knowledge you need to protect yourself and your loved ones, no matter what the future brings. You deserve to be protected. You deserve to feel secure. So let's get started and take the first step toward a safer, more empowered financial future, together. Divorce is a major life event, often marking the end of a significant chapter in people's lives. It can be emotionally overwhelming, affecting not just the couple, but also children, extended family, and even close friends. The reasons behind divorce are complex and deeply personal, but there are some common threads that run through many cases. Many divorces are triggered by a breakdown in communication, where partners feel unheard or misunderstood. Financial disagreements are another leading cause. Stress over money, unpaid bills, or different attitudes towards spending and saving can create ongoing tension. Infidelity or breaches of trust can also shatter the foundation of a marriage, making reconciliation difficult. Money is a huge source of stress. Different spending habits, mounting debt, and struggles over financial control can erode even the strongest relationships. Sometimes, one partner may feel burdened by financial responsibility, while the other feels powerless or excluded from important decisions. Legally, divorce laws vary widely around the world. In the past, proving fault, like adultery or cruelty, was often required. Today, most countries have adopted no-fault divorce, meaning you don't have to prove wrongdoing to end a marriage. This shift has made the process less adversarial and more focused on moving forward. In the US, divorce laws differ by state. Some states follow community property rules, splitting assets 50-50ths, while others use equitable distribution, aiming for a fair, though not always equal, division of property and debts. The process can be complex, especially when children or significant assets are involved. The UK, Canada, and Australia have similar approaches, focusing on fairness and the needs of both parties. Courts in these countries consider factors like the length of the marriage, each person's financial situation, and the welfare of any children when dividing assets. Courts can divide everything from homes and cars to retirement accounts and pensions. Even personal belongings and future earnings may be considered, depending on the circumstances. Understanding your country's divorce laws is the first step to protecting yourself and your future. Consulting a legal professional or doing thorough research can help you make informed decisions during this challenging time. Separation is often the first step before divorce. It marks the end of your financial partnership. Assets and debts acquired after separation are usually yours alone. Establishing a clear date of separation is critical. In some countries, a formal separation period is required before divorce. A separation agreement can outline who pays bills, who lives where, and arrangements for children. It's a proactive step that brings clarity and reduces conflict. Divorce is more common than you think. Nearly half of US marriages end in divorce. In the UK, about a third. In Canada, around 40%, and in Australia, similar rates. The average marriage that ends in divorce lasts about 12 years. These numbers show divorce is a normal part of life, not a rare event. Preparing for it is practical, not pessimistic. Protecting your assets starts with knowledge. Know every account, investment, property, and debt. Gather all documents and keep copies safe. Maintain a separate bank account and credit card in your own name, even if happily married. Understand what's marital property and what's separate. Don't commingle assets you want to keep separate. For high-value assets, consider legal structures like trusts, but always consult a lawyer. Financial independence is your safety net. Prenuptial agreements, prenups, are powerful tools for asset protection. A prenup is a contract signed before marriage, outlining how assets and debts will be divided if you split. It's not unromantic, it's smart planning. A prenup defines separate and marital property and can address spousal support. Both parties must disclose all assets and have independent legal advice. Already married? A post-nuptial agreement, postnup, can serve the same purpose. These agreements are recognized in the US, Canada, and Australia and given weight in the UK. The key is fairness. Courts won't enforce one-sided deals. The goal is clarity and security for both partners. Let's tackle your biggest fears. Will I lose my house? The home is usually a marital asset. Options include selling, buying out your partner, or transferring ownership. What about retirement savings? Pensions and retirement accounts built during marriage are typically split. Debt? In community property states, debts from the marriage are joint. Elsewhere, courts look at who benefited. Worried your marriage is in trouble? Quietly gather financial documents, list assets and debts, and consult a family law attorney. Knowledge and preparation put you in control. Here's what matters most. Financial preparedness is self-respect, not mistrust. Know your finances and the laws where you live. Keep your own bank account and credit. Don't commingle assets you want to protect. Legal agreements, prenups, postnups, separation agreements are powerful shields. Get professional advice. A family law attorney and a financial advisor are essential. Your financial health is as important as your emotional health. Here's what I want you to do. These are the steps that can truly make a difference in your financial life. no matter where you're starting from or what your current situation looks like. Taking control of your finances is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself, and it all begins with a few intentional actions. Schedule a financial date with yourself. Set aside dedicated time, free from distractions, to focus on your money. Gather every document you can find: bank statements, credit card bills, loan papers, investment accounts, and anything else that shows where your money is coming from and where it's going. List your assets and debts and know your numbers. Write down everything you own and everything you owe. This honest inventory is the foundation for making smart decisions and setting realistic goals. If you're in a relationship, insist on transparency. Both partners should be open about their finances, income, debts, spending habits, and financial goals. Money secrets can erode trust and create unnecessary stress. If your partner resists, that's a red flag. Avoiding financial conversations or hiding information is a warning sign that shouldn't be ignored. Address these issues early before they become bigger problems. If you're planning marriage, discuss a prenup. Get independent legal advice. A prenuptial agreement isn't just for the wealthy. It's a practical tool for protecting both partners and setting clear expectations. If you're married, review how assets are titled. Make sure you understand what you own together and what's separate. This can make a huge difference in the event of a major life change. And open your own bank account if you don't have one. Having an account in your name gives you independence and flexibility no matter what happens in your relationship. Build a walkaway fund for your security. This is your personal safety net. Money set aside just for you, so you always have options and can make choices from a place of strength. Trust your gut. If something feels off financially, pay attention. Your instincts are valuable. Don't ignore red flags or uncomfortable feelings. Investigate and ask questions until you feel confident. Take these steps, protect yourself, and remember that your financial well-being is worth prioritizing. No one else will look out for your interests the way you can. And remember, above all, you are your most important asset. Stand strong, be informed, and never underestimate your ability to shape your own future. You have the power to create a secure financial future, no matter what challenges you face. Take action today and know that every step you take brings you closer to the life you deserve.